Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So, I wanted to know what was going on for you guys who are in union and see if the lessons have been learned that needed to be learned in order for things to flourish and be prosperous, to maintain the connection, honestly. And then I asked, using a different deck, if there were still people silly enough to be tinkering in the dark arts. And here's something interesting that happened. I kept trying to grab the Alice in Wonderland deck, right? This happened twice. The Shamanic Oracle deck is what I grabbed. It happened last night. I was going to do a reading, but I got tired. And then it happened again. So this deck has something to say. And I would be ever so wonderfully pleased if our higher selves have evolved to Shamanic Oracle level. That's beautiful to me. It's beautiful. That might just be the move from this point out, you know. We have ascended, and it's time, even in our guidance and in how we look at things, to ascend. And the imagery, I'm sure, will invoke some wonderful correlations whenever I am ready to be a channel of light and love. And I have petitioned the Archangel Michael for all of this information for this journey today. Overall energy, we have the Sun and the Death card. We have some pretty potent hitters out here, right? Right off the bat. We have the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Justice card. We have the Hangman, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Judgment, Knight of Cups, King of Swords. Bottom of the deck for this deck is the King of Cups. Now for the Are They Silly Enough to Be Tinkering? That is the tarot, the Spellcaster's Tarot. We have the King of Pentacles, the Magician, the Eight of Pentacles, the Lover's card, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Justice card. In messages from our higher self, we drew the Coyote, the Rainbow, and Pachamama. Pachamama. Excuse me. That's how you say it. Pachamama. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's important. In the bottom of the Spellcasters, we have the Ten of Cups, right? Interesting. And I don't... look, it's the lower world for the Shamanic Oracle, just so we have full disclosure. Have they learned their lessons? Have you both learned the lessons for things to be stable? So we have the Sun and the Death card. Honestly, this goes two ways. Something's all of a sudden in my eye, so something's not being seen clearly. Something's obstructing. Even like in the sun card, the angel could be representative of the sun. This could be an actual child for some. But you see the crown, the light emanating from the angel, but you see the daylight coming from behind, right? So you could see this as any sort of blocks to your happiness as a couple have ended. And the other way of seeing this is that those blocks have come back. Interesting, right? Depends if you've learned to stand in your truth, your absolute truth, either one of you. So I gotta flush my contacts and all. Right. Right. Flush my eye. Thank you. Hopefully it does the trick. Might be just time to change them. Alright, TMI. Yeah. It's funny. I feel this Libra energy very heavily. Very, very heavily. And these are major cards, the Sun and the Death card. You know, we have the two extremes. We have the Sun is a new day, a new dawn, the rising, and Death is indicative of an ending. You know, but, you know, it's almost like a cycle. You have the Sun and Death. You know, cycles. And so even though I do see thus far with the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands and the Justice card, thus far, the reunion, the celebration, has been joyous. It's been a success thus far. Thus far it has been. But here's the thing. When we bring justice here, right, we have to ask ourselves, is it balanced? And it's interesting because I have Justice and I have the King of Swords on the same line. Although in the middle, we have the Seven of Swords. So we have some, you know, there's deception. So I said this could go either way. There was something in my eye, so I take that as something's not being seen clearly. There's still something that's not quite right. And looking at the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, you know, it could just be the season that we're in. This very moody Cancerian energy, where it does spur relationships and reunions and that sort of thing. Not to mention, we on the epitaph of this retrograde also. And it brings up a lot of things from the past, both people from the past and emotions from the past and that sort of thing. And so here we are now between the pillars of truth and justice with a measuring implement, you know, the scales themselves. And we have a sword. And it's like there's like a reflection or something. Thus far it has been Interesting. But also what I see, there's a lot of major arcana. We have Justice, we have the Sun, we have Death, we have Hangman, and the Judgment card. And so I see this, it's like a delay, right? Because we have 8 swords here, 9, 10. You know, this delay, this hold up here, it's like major apprehension of a repeat. Someone's guard is up, like, heavily because of the 7 of Swords energy. It's like the shadow side of a person someone is apprehensive of. See how big the shadow is? Can you see that? You see how big the shadow is? This person's on guard. Looks like honestly, it's tough to say who's on guard here. I would say the feminine, because I have her represented twice here. Ace of Swords and the Justice. Divine Feminine, I do want you to know you are protected. I'm one of those people too, you know, it's like I never want to take divine blessing for granted. And I'm always grateful for reminders to be humble and to remember my place and remember my purpose and how blessed I am. And, you know, like I never want to feel too big for myself. I only want to please the Most High. And so I love when I get spiritual messages from other people, you know, reminding me. And sometimes I have to take a step back because as an empath and as a healer and all these things, you're sensitive, and sometimes other people's energies and even their low vibes creep in, and you need a moment to kind of step back. And it's good when you get those little messages. So I'm grateful. But it's like with this feminine energy here, she is guarded, very defensive. Because of this shadow energy, this person's shadow side. Because it's a very big part of it. And see, even here, how you have the shadow creeping over here, and she's like, no, I don't want none of that. Like, her shadow's well in check. See, you can see the definitive outline. That's her shadow. It's in check. It's where it should be, behind her. But see here, see all that? You're like, what the hell is that? Where did that come from? And realistically, it's this person's energy and all their bullshit. See all the destruction? And it's like you need a step back. You're taking a step back right now. So I said, do you have the strength to stand in your truth? Both, either one of you. And so it's like, whereas once before, the armor, even the helmet might have been obscuring her vision. She couldn't see clearly, just like here. You know, even the devil comes as the angel of light sometimes, you know what I mean? Playing these sweet music, it's a charmer. See, the sun energy is a charmer. See how they're obstructing the view? This is capital gains here. You know, be wary of anyone trying to stop your flow. And so there's like a spiritual pause being taken within this union. Because like I said in the beginning, all's good. It's good. It's all good. Happy, togetherness, you know, passion, still there type shit. Looking at the ram being hoisted over the young person's head there. But here, when justice comes in to balance things out, take this spiritual break to get some clarity on it, to check, you know, this shadowy shit here. I'm creeping back in, you know, to see if this is actually the right thing to do to resurrect this situation. Because this offer, you know, it needs to be balanced and taken, you know, slow. See how the horse is trotting through the water? Careful. Need to be careful with this. To maintain the balance for both parties. See the king? Whereas, look, justice is like this waiting and see sort of energy. See how everything's just balanced? She's using her wisdom, her discernment here. Here, you can see the king's feet. This king will take action to cut things off, to make sure they maintain their balance. Even here, you know, there's spiritual messages coming in. Very much so. Like there's signs. The caduceus here. Universal signs. There's some universal energy at play here. Very interesting. You have to be able to stand in your truth. It's like, again, it's like, is this person standing in the way of your success? Yeah, is this person standing in the way of your success? Does this person leave you feeling renewed? It's like there's a pause coming. I got a pause, a break, like a serious break coming. But it's like by divine decree. Someone definitely wants to come back, though. I mean, the irony of this, right? Oh, shit. I just said that. I love when things come out, clarify like that. Look, is it emotionally satisfying being with this Emperor? It's like I said, that Justice card felt very passive to me. It's like in the background, just kind of watching, holding back to see how much work this person's willing to put in. And see, it's like this queen here is like only going to give just enough emotion to keep it wet as it is, right? Because there's 10, like, let me say 7, 8, 9, that's 9 swords. There's like fears of this shit. Wait, no, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me, there's 10 swords. 10 of swords, like I said, of that shadow energy. And like fearful if they've actually put that part of themselves away. And if they can truly be happy. Like, if it's really enough type shit. If they can maintain this passion, this new beginning. Because there is an look from the deep. See, this is a resurrection. See the fish? See how the King of Pentacles is coming out the water? Like, this motherfucker had to transform. He had to combine both the king. Look at this. Hold on. We started this. See the King of Cups? He had to transform from someone who was holding back how they felt, holding back their charm, all of it, not being in this supreme energy. They had to transform. They really did. They really did. I feel like they have. But like I said, I feel like the feminine, as she's out here multiple times, this Queen of Swords, is only given just enough to keep things wet. Because, again, this shadow, see, she's like trying to see if it's really finished, if it's really at bay. And she's very defensive. Very defensive. Because, you know, it's funny. It's all, look, it's all good. It's all good. But see, in the background, see this big behemoth person back here? This is the part of this shadow. This is part of this shadow. It really is. This other person they like to share this cup with. And it's like they're offering you this cup, but can they really genuinely offer you this cup? And it's like that's what this holdout is. But they're about to really show you that this is, like, you're who they want. Like, big time. They're about to really, really show you that you're who they want. They're going to take some major action to do it. Because, like I said, they had to transform. They had to combine that emotion and that action and, like, to get to this. Like, they had to dig real deep to come up with this new opportunity. Like, this, like, How do I say? It's like a nest egg. It's like somebody went deep sea diving and found the biggest oyster you could ever imagine, and there's a pearl out of this world. This could be a proposal. That's kind of like what this looks like. Because look. Ten of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. That looks like a proposal to me. This could be a Leo. See Sun. Here's Queen of Wands. Like I said, they about to take major action. But they're taming themselves. I don't know what they're taming themselves from. But they're taming themselves. Maybe they're taming themselves from this shadow. But this one right here is like everything. Everything. Their only fear, you know, their fear. It's like, it's not fear. It's like what's stopping them, what's preventing them from revealing this is they think the passion may wane in some way. They also feel as though you might be so focused on your finances that they get neglected. And their opportunity to leave will escape them. And they'll be stuck in some way. It's that mental energy. But hold on to your bootstraps. They are going to propose, though. They most certainly are. They most certainly are. They're going to offer you everything. They're going to give you everything to heal this situation. They really are. Holy shit. King of Pentacles. This is you. So it feels like. This also feels like them. I get some nervous energy off this King of Pentacles. Yeah. Hold on to your britches, man. This person's been watching. Page of Swords. It's going to be some smooth words. Some big lofty words. This is a proposal, y'all. And it's going to come in fast. I mean, super, super fast. Super fast. It's like all of a sudden they realize how much they've wasted, how much they've taken for granted. Like all of a sudden, huh? Like this offer of love is going to surprise the shit out of you. Like that. It's like after this break, right? After this break, it's like this person's going to react because it's like they think you're going to cut them off. And because of that, right, they're going to like freak out. They're going to like propose. Like it's going to be crazy. But like I said, with this Knight of Cups, it's like you shouldn't rush You really shouldn't rush. Go slow. But I came across the Knight of Wands and everything. It's like the feminine's holding back, seeing what they're going to do because of they shadow side. Seeing if they really got a hold on it. See if they really going to walk it like they talk it. See if they really have changed. Seeing if they really know how to be emotionally connected and balanced. And like match measure for measure. See if they can, oh, I get it. See if they can actually tame. This person has a lot of passion. A lot of passion. But at the same time, like I said, they want all of this with you. But, you know, the King of Pentacles has to work. They don't feel right unless they grinding. Like, you can't tell an earth sign not to fucking work. What's wrong with you? You know nothing about earth energy. If this is, like, if that's your thing, listen, there needs to be balance. I see a lot of balance out here. Justice, King of Swords, and I got the Queen of Swords out here too. Like, yeah, there needs to be balanced emotions, thoughts, actions, everything. Like, shit needs to be level. But, like I said, because of this break, holy shit, I know it. Yeah, because of this break, it's going to force this person to really take action. So what I'm gathering is that only half of the lesson was learned initially. And it's like, you're going to have to start to cut yourself free of this person in order for them to really step their game up. Yeah. And here's the other side. Remember I said this go two ways? For some of you, you're going to have to end this. You're going to have to end this because they have not gotten a wrangle on their shadow. They haven't put it in to the fuckboy side of themselves. And it's like this, I don't know. How do I describe this? It's like for you is a reason why the passion has leveled off. It's a reason why you're not as into it as you were before. Because for you, you know how important it is to keep your shadow in check. And what you see is this person's shadow running amok. And you see that this person has the ability to really influence things going on around you. And you don't like that. It has the ability to get you involved in some sneaky, shady shit. And this person is still being super deceptive. Like, they still up to their old ways. And you're going to have to make a choice to communicate that you can't offer your love to them anymore because it doesn't make you feel balanced. Interesting. Alright, now let's see what's going on with the people who's still silly enough to be entertaining some dumb shit. Meaning some dark shit. It's interesting, right? Because it ended with justice. And my phone be like too freaking hot. Let's just turn you down right now. Alright. So just a reminder, we have the King of Pentacles, the Magician, the Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Justice card. So, I mean, right off the bat, I mean, just looking, who's getting my attention is this Queen of Cups, alright? I mean, she looking like, I don't know, something ain't right. I don't know, something ain't right. Because the way she covering that cup up, like, I don't know. I don't know. And the King of Pentacles is like, it's interesting. I'm looking at somebody who's like, it's almost like they're shedding their old ways. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles and the Magician and how this snake is shedding its old skin. And this person is working on, it's like union. Maybe it's like recognition of something. Interesting. Okay, y'all. So we got an earth sign. This is what this is. Alright, so the earth sign is doing the work. Or whoever's embodying this King of Pentacles energy. But what they're doing is, I don't see this as negative. Even though I asked if, you know, about the dark shit. But the way I'm interpreting this doesn't look negative. It's like this person, it's like they trying to block people out that could potentially throw their focus off. And when I see the Lovers, I'm not necessarily seeing this as their divine partner. This is like self, masculine and feminine within. They're blocking out people. That's, again, 10 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Anybody that's going to fuck with their ultimate happiness, as my girls say, anybody that's going to fuck with their 2019 glow up tour, they blocking. But I don't, like, again, this isn't like, this ain't like that. This is like tempering things. It's the way her foot's in the water. She see all these fish. She's like, yeah, I saw you thirsty motherfuckers. I ain't got time for you. And so what they're doing is they're like, nah, I ain't got time for it. So they've blocked any sort of unnecessary sexual advances, any unnecessary emotional expenditure, like, but this person's like, this work coming from within. All of this is to maintain balance, y'all. This work is personal. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody. So here's the thing. This is why justice is here, right? Because this person is not wishing negativity on anyone. This is about balance. This person is just only bouncing back. Anything you do to them. What they say, I'm rubber and you glue. Whatever you do to me, come back to you. That's all this is. That's all this is. This person is they're focused on their stability, their happiness. They just ain't got time for it. This person's super, 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 super intuitive. Super, 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 super intuitive. Look at this. The goddess is upon her. See all that water back there? This person felt everything. The finest mist. It don't matter. It could be a fucking thought. She feel it. You dealing with someone who's super in tune with their passion, they're in tune with their femininity, and they're grounded. And they're coming from a place of super intuition. Like, this third eye popping like a motherfucker. Her crown is popping like a mug. Like, the antennas is up. So, as much as I ask that question, if you don't wish nothing bad on this person, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you wishing bad on this person, then maybe you got to deal with karmic justice, because they just want to be left alone. They just want to be left alone. This is just balance. This is protection. This person is like, I ain't about that life. This is why you see the snake shedding the skin. That extra shit is in the past. They ain't got nothing to do with nobody. This person, the only work that they're doing is protection. This person's work is boomerang. This person's work is karma. If you fuck with them, they fuck with you. Period, point blank. You ain't got to worry about it. As above, so below. Listen, you ain't got to worry about it. I try to tell you, this person's super protected. They not into none of that. They not into none of that at all. They don't just be running around fucking with people for no damn reason. No, they don't even do that. They don't. They only wish, from what I can see, is to be able to focus on what they trying to do. You know, higher selves in union. Excuse me, masculine, feminine principle in union, housed together, happiness, togetherness. They just want their balance. They just want to be left the fuck alone. If you bring treats, you're welcome. But anything that's going to upset their balance and harmony, they sending it back. And then for some of y'all, right, you have somebody who's actively trying to fuck with your money. And I mean actively. But you know this. It's like you doing good in your life, balancing what you got to do. And this person keep coming back with doggy bags and shit. It's like, where the real food? Where's the real contribution? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You have to. Alright, I'm going to say, for some of y'all, this is a Gemini doing this. I got Magician and the Lovers out here. For some of y'all, this is a Gemini. For the shizzle. For some of y'all, this is a definite Earth sign doing this. You'll know which door is for you, and you'll know who's who. But realistic, I got everybody out here. But I know on an intuitive level, you know who exactly this is. And this is like, you hiding money, you protecting your money. Like, there's something with your finances that you are hyper aware of in regards to this person. Maybe you know they broke. And they know you're not. And they know you real guarded when it comes to your money. Like, you don't give no information. You like 2 inches. Give a motherfucker just like what? Just like that. It don't matter. Alright. Let's get into this. Messages from our higher selves. I did pull out the book just in case, which I probably will read from, but we'll see what we get. You know, when I saw the coyote come out, I thought predator for sure. You know, it is a hunting animal. But when you think of the dog creatures out in the wild, right? Somehow cut that shit off. When I think of the canine species, coyote's probably like one of my least favorite. And I remember one year I was shopping. It's one of them bougie ass boutiques. And I walked in and I saw they had some like winter jackets and whatnot. And I like fur. I don't have fur yet, but I keep looking. Keep saying I'm gonna get some animals and just fucking breed them because it might be cheaper. That's what I said, but I also wouldn't mind going on a hunt and helping some people in their subsistence way of life and procuring it that way. And that way the meat don't go to waste and it's a win for all. But anyway, so I went to this bougie boutique and they had winter coats and it said fur. And I said, okay. So and it was just a collar. Okay, just, you know how they do, just a collar. And I touched and I said, ugh, the fuck is this? The guy goes, oh, coyote. I said, you guys will use anything and call it like fur. And he looked at me and I'm like, coyote though? I mean, it's not a fur that you actually want on your skin. It's rough and gross. I mean, I'm sure it would have been very warm, but it was just a collar. So what did that matter? That's no real functionality. The only thing that thing does is keep it down, weight it. Doesn't actually provide warmth. It absorbs a little bit of the snow from getting in your eyes, but whatever. It's a boggins for it. I digress. But I look at this animal and I see 2 things. I see the cunningness of a fox. And then I see the endurance of a wolf. Right. And so what I get is a need to continuously be on guard. Like, you're going to have to use your sixth sense with this. You know, coyotes can be both predator and prey. Depending, what will you be? Open the book real quick. Let's see. See? The coyote is a symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that the coyote brings you the opposite of what you hoped for. These lessons offered by coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for your highest good. See that? Interesting. The invitation. If coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointments, as they are a true test of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path, leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, coyote is a sacred trickster. It may be leading you into challenges to ensure you are ready to handle what you set in motion. Great growth and understanding comes to you when coyote calls your name. Remember I said the slyness of a fox, the cunningness of a wolf? And we drew the magician, right? The medicine. Are you being seduced by what you think you desire? Could it be that your more superficial, sparkly, shiny aspects of your ambition lead you in this moment? Perhaps you feel that in order to get what you desire, you have to compromise yourself, control others, or manipulate situations to ensure your goal is met. Coyote, however, is in the shadows to remind you that this may be a lesson too painful to learn. Beware the shallow waters right here. Didn't I tell you that Queen of Waters? Queen of Cups. Look at her foot. Look how shallow her foot. Man, I don't know. That's, dang, right on point, right? But that doesn't make them so. Let me say it again. Beware the shallow waters right now. Something or someone might pretend to be deep, but that doesn't make them so, no matter how seductive their superficial traits and how beautiful or sparkly they appear. All that glitters there will not turn up gold, no matter how many wishes you make to change that. Interesting. And it's funny, right? Because we have the rainbow. I've seen the rainbow a few times. Look. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Lovers. Rainbow and the rainbow. 41. Which is a 5. Major change. But it's like you see the rainbow, but you also see the beautiful bird transforming, moving on. The rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of true spiritual path, which manifests as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, if it is it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in the right relationship with Spirit. Amen, which is the only relationship that matters. Excuse me. The invitation. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember that it is the darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully. Told you, stay alert, stay alive. The medicine. Don't get caught in pursuit of the illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Find the treasure now in the moment by coming into the right relationship with those around you. All your gifts are at hand, so obvious you may have missed them. Be true to your intentions and do not be led astray by daydreams. Look how she looks over at the coming rainbow and the coyote. 40. Super appropriate. Stability ahead. That's what I say. Pachima represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation in our planet. Thanks to Pachima, our timeless souls can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the balanced love of Pachimama. The invitation. You are a child of the earth. Now is the time to eat right, love right, and be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. Pachimama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachimama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service such as planting a tree, helping save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. The medicine. You still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to strive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize you were given the garden to rejoice in, to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachimama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. Interesting, right? So if you want to get the yuck off of you, go outside in nature. Be positive in your thoughts, knowing that that you're on the right path, that you have the right relationship with your higher self, with spirit, and that even the lesson that you're about to learn, it's for your highest and greatest good. Light and love to you all. Thank you. Bye.